my pleasure to welcome you to this segment of Janice Edwards TV, Bay Area Vista, featuring the chairman of the Black Legends of Silicon Valley Hall of Fame, Aaron Hicks. Aaron, it's so great to see you again.
It's great to be here, Janice. It's a pleasure seeing you.
Yes. And I have to say, working with the Black Legends over the years has meant so much to me. And then, of course, being inducted in 2019 is just really one of the highlights of my careers and my life. So just super excited about everything that you do. And I'd like to have you explain for people who don't know about the Black Legends of Silicon Valley, the Hall of Fame, how it began and who it honors.
Okay, the Black Legends program started 7 years ago in a conversation between myself, Huey Joyner, and Bob Stroder. They were talking about all the accomplishment of Black pioneers in the Silicon Valley. And I kept saying, because I consider myself a transplant at that time, they talked about all the things that had been done in the past. I said, well, I never heard about none of this. They said, but this, and this. I said, well, we need to do something to think about how do we let our youth know about it. So preempted to that, I was working with Black youth in the jail system and in the juvenile hall. Young Black African Americans have no clue about whose shoulders they were standing on or who they was involved with. They were just floating. And I'm became an advocate of history a little bit because growing up in Detroit, we had a Black History Museum that I could go to once a year to see, which kept us in touch with the past. And we kept talking about, well, I said, what can we do? So they said, well, maybe we should do a museum. There's several other organizations that were attempting to put together a different museum type. I said, well, let's jump on board. Since you guys have all the history, you have all the archives, let's collaborate and do something about it. And we talked about it more and more. Then we decided to join with the African American Community Services Agency as well as the Black Chamber of Commerce. And in this idea of structuring this all are working toward the betterment of the Black community. And we came with this idea about building a new Black History Museum in San Jose. And from that idea grew, well, how will we bring attention to it? So then came the idea of the Black Legends Award, which would honor the Black pioneers of the Silicon Valley who have accomplished things to make this valley what it is. Because Silicon Valley is one of the most dynamic places in the world, and we're here, and no one knew that Blacks were part of the building of the Silicon Valley. So I said we should tell that story. So the words became out of a model to talk about the honor of the Black pioneers. Those have made major contribution to the African American community, and we were just trying to honor them now instead of after their passing. So let's let them know which shoulders the youth are standing on, as well as other ethnicity to be aware of what the African American had done in the Silicon Valley. And so it's been educational in that aspect of things.
Yes, it's provided great education. We should mention that the award ceremony in 2021 will be virtual. It's February 20th, 2021, 5:00 p.m., which opens it up to an international audience and, of course, continues to keep people safe through the pandemic, but still honoring everyone. Aaron, 69 legends have been inducted and 49 are still with us and living. What does it mean for you to do this work personally?
Oh, it personally fills my heart to honor us. I take from some of the words of the inductees saying to be honored by my community, to be honored by the community that I serve, be honored by my people is one of the greatest honors they can have. And most of these legends, we call them legends, and as you are a legend, Janice Edwards.
I love it. Thank you.
That it's an honor to be recognized by their own community, and they stand on the shoulders of other Black African Americans, and they realize that they need to give back to the youth to let them know what's going on because someone wasn't aware of the accomplishment. I mean, I used to call myself a transplant, and now I learned so much about the different histories. So, like, this story has to be told.
And if you'd like to reach out to us, thejaniceedwards.com is the website. care@thejaniceedwards.com is how you can reach our team so that we can help you zoom into a new level of production excellence. See you then. It's showtime. It's time to
shine.